Hello, hello, hello everyone. Thanks for joining me today for today's video. I am reviewing a product for you guys today. I'm very excited. I got this during the Sephora VIB sale and I have been needing a new eyeshadow primer because my little Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer, yeah, it's pretty much gone. I literally have just a tiny bit in there. I'm now scraping the edges inside of here. So I did get a lot of use out of this. I've had it for a little while, but I've been using it and it actually is a really good eyeshadow primer. A little bit pricey, you know, not much more than this one, honestly. But it's a really good one. It's just, you know, I was ready to try something new, and plus I, need to post content for you guys. So as always, I am reviewing a new product today. And I feel all discombobulated today as I'm filming this video because we've had the time change and, I normally would film here before work for you guys and it would be pretty much dark outside as I was filming. Today it is like bright as can be because we set our clocks back an hour. So it's just got me all discombobulated. I feel like it's really bright in here for some reason. And yeah, so let me adjust myself there. Today's video, I am trying out this Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Weightless Eye Primer. It's a weightless tinted eye primer that preps and brightens the lid for crease resistant long wearing color. It is vegan and paraben free, has a natural finish, and it retails for $18 at Sephora, which is a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, it's cheaper than the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, which I think retails for about $24, and it is cheaper than the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is a very popular option. That's why I really reached for this. I was like, you know what, let me try this out. The thing that really kind of, makes me wonder a little bit is the fact that there is a Caution Flammable label right here. It literally says Caution Flammable. I have gotten a lot of makeup products and I've reviewed a lot of makeup products and I've never seen one with a Caution Flammable tag on it. So that was kind of interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say much more about it. I don't know what would really be flammable in here. I don't know these ingredients well enough to know, but if you guys want to check out the ingredient list, I will leave a link to the product on Sephora's website down in the description box. Feel free to go over there and check it out. And if you figure out what it is that is flammable in this, let me know. But that kind of makes me like a little bit like, so here is the packaging, and I thought it was really interesting that this side is like flat and this is like curved. It's kind of weird. It's almost like you could maybe set it down like that. Very weird. But yeah, this is the little eye primer. I do like the packaging. I feel like this packaging right here, this end here is going to get very dirty over time. It's going to look grimy. And honestly, I do like it, but I just feel like it kind of reminds me of the Kim Kardashian makeup that used to be around and how it kind of had this same look to it. I think a lot of the Kylie lip glosses and stuff, don't they have this kind of coloring on them too? And it is definitely a tinted primer. It is actually like a peachy beige color, which works fine for me. But I just am curious, I wouldn't know, but on a person of a darker complexion, would this be an issue with it being this light of a color, like would that maybe kind of give like a weird eyeshadow kind of look to the eye? Not that it's gonna matter because it's primer, so you're gonna be covering it anyway, but I just wonder if that would cause a problem for someone of a darker complexion. I would think that it would be better if there was options. There wasn't options for like a clear version, a tinted version. It was just this tinted version. So I almost kind of wonder about that. But if you guys know, do let me know in the comments down below. Let's apply on our eye. Oh, so a little feels like it goes a long way. I don't think I'm gonna need all that on here. The formula does feel really nice. It feels, you know, kind of cooling, very relaxing feeling as I'm applying it. It has a nice, like, hydrated kind of feel to it, but yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like the Milk Makeup one. This one definitely has kind of more of a buttery kind of feel to it. Whereas the Milk Makeup had a very like silicone-y kind of feel to it. This one feels more kind of lotiony almost. Apply that there. Gonna give that a little bit to just kind of finish drying on my eyes. And while that is drying, I will show you guys what I'm gonna use on my eyes today. So I want to use this, and this is by L'Oreal Coloriche. It is their Silver Couture Eyeshadow Quad. Now the reason why I want to use this today is because I really like using charcoals, grays, silvers, these kind of colors on my eyes. I really like it. I wouldn't say it's extremely work appropriate, but I just really like this kind of shade. And I love this silver color, how pretty it is, how metallic and shiny it is. And I really struggle with finding something that keeps that color on my lids and doesn't crease. I have tried with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I have had better results with that. And I don't know, maybe this is just not a good eyeshadow in general, but I really want to see if it helps, you know? With the Milk Makeup, I do feel like it didn't move around. It didn't crease for a pretty long time. I wouldn't say that it totally lasted me throughout the day because maybe it is the formula, but I do want to give it a go, and I want to see with one of my hardest to work with eyeshadow, you know, quads, and seeing if it, you know, helps it last throughout the day. All right, so I feel like it's probably dry enough. Let's go ahead and get going with this eyeshadow look. I'm going to go in first with some of this kind of mid-tone gray. This is going to be my crease color, and I'm just gonna go in. Okay, right off the bat, I do feel like it is applying really nicely as far as pigmentation goes already, which is very nice to see. I'm looking for something similar to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, but maybe a little bit less expensive. So if this works really well, it'll be a really good option for me. All right, that looks pretty good actually. I feel like that applied really nicely and evenly. All right, and I'm not too worried about blending out the edges or anything right at this moment. Just kind of working on that all over color. And I feel like the crease color applied really good. I'm gonna go in now with some of this dark shade right up here. It's kind of like a little bit of a sparkly, kind of dark gray, almost black. This is a very powdery, chalky shadow. All right, that applied pretty nicely as well. All right, and lastly, I'm gonna actually use my finger to apply this bright silvery color because it is very hard to apply with a brush. I've tried many brushes. I just feel like, I don't know, the color seems like it travels and falls out everywhere, and I get a lot better results just using my finger. And that actually applied really nicely as well. I'm getting a really nice all over color, and it just looks very smooth. That's what I noticed. I didn't even get that with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I just feel like it really looks very smooth on the eyelid. So I may be onto something here, you know? Like, I'm liking it. going to go in now. I'm gonna clean up my edges and blend out a little bit. Use a clean brush to blend. Just kind of blend everything in on the edges there. And then I'm going to finish getting ready and wear this throughout the day. So I am gonna be going into work, of course, and working for 8 hours. I do work inside of a building. Some days are busier than others as far as our patients go. So it'll just be interesting to see how this wears throughout the day. And then after work, I need to actually go to the store and get something to make for dinner because I don't have anything. I need to do groceries bad, so I need to get something to make. But so far, I really like the way this applied. I think my eyeshadow looks great, actually, and I'm very impressed with it. And I am very happy with my purchase so far. So I am gonna wear this throughout the day. I'll kind of show you guys a clip after I finish my eye makeup, and then I will let you know how I feel about it. So I will be back. So I did just want to show you guys, I did finish my makeup. This is how it's looking. I'm not super happy with my eyeliner today. I don't know, but it felt like it was harder to draw on my eyeliner with this eyeshadow primer. I'm not really sure why. It does feel like my eyelid is actually a little bit more oily than it typically is, which is a little bit concerning because I have oily eyelids, and I'm really hoping that this eyeshadow isn't going to be sliding around all day long with this primer on, because that is definitely not what I want to happen. But it just kind of feels that way. I don't know why, but for some reason my eyelids feel a bit oilier than usual right now, and that is definitely a little concerning. So I'm gonna go and finish getting ready, and I'll see you guys in a little while and let you know how it wore throughout the day. Hey everyone, so here is my update for tonight. I've been wearing this makeup for definitely about 10 hours now, so it has been, you know, quite a long time that I've been wearing it. But as you can see, it looks horrible. It looks really, really bad. Oh, wow. It has bunched up in my eyelids, and my eyelid feels very, very greasy, really oily. And that's something that I was kind of worried about. You know, when I put it on this morning, I felt like it felt oily to me. And it is definitely oily. So the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip is definitely better if you have oily lids. Maybe the silicone, it just kind of keeps it a little bit more matte. But yeah, this looks really, really bad. Really horrible. You can see how greasy it looks and how it's clumped up, and yeah. So it's a good one, but honestly, I will end up using it up, and probably just using it on days when I'm like indoors. I have really oily lids, and I think I'm actually gonna end up having to get another one. I'll probably have to repurchase the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer because I need something for every day, you know, or like when I go to work, and I can't be having this all the time. So yeah, definitely gonna have to get another one. But I did enjoy it. But yeah, it wasn't good. I think it's just not meant for oily lids, and unfortunately not as good as my Milk Makeup eye primer. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as good primers for oily eyelids, do leave them down below. I am very interested. But I am definitely sorry to say this one was a miss for me, which really sucks. I was hoping I would really like it, but no, that's just not gonna work for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell for more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.